Alrighty, so now we're going to continue on with the valve cover, doing the front section, but the remaining part of this is really going to be done on that the head on the engine. Now we're not going to fully weld anything, we're just going to tack it into place, and we can do a little bit where we can, but for the most part we're going to just stay fitting it together, and we'll weld it when we pull the engine out and we do all the other work that's required, because we can do it easier later. There's no real rush to get it done now. But the first thing we've got to do is we've got to cut down the one leg here, because that hits the lower side of the cam gear, and then we'll just space her out a little bit, probably a bit of an angle cut, and then we'll go from there. And even this, what we might do is we might just slice it and peel it over just a little bit, and maybe even peel it back, because we did that on the other valve cover and it worked out pretty well. So yeah, come along for the ride. I've got some James Bond playing on Amazon Prime that I've downloaded, so yeah, let's have some fun. So in my haste, I just went to the top of the cam caps, and on this head I did not leave enough room for the cam lobes, as we're running without a cam in here. I should have thrown that one back in there, and yeah, taking a look at that, but might have to redo a bit of work that we did yesterday, or just slice it open and add a little bit of an extra little hump, which we might do that. We'll kind of flip-flop a couple ideas, but yeah, let's adapt and overcome that little oversight. Yeah. Alrighty, we're back to where we were yesterday, and we're back to the high-speed boat chase fight. Definitely not fast-forwarded, but yeah. Now we have a lot more room. Let's turn on the lights. Alright, doesn't want to, but we do have quite a bit more room, so we'll fit the cam lobes over. It'll fit over the cam lobes. So we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to come back to it. I'm just going to go warm up and drink some pop. So yeah. Alrighty. See you in a little bit. Sorry for the lost footage in between our last cut, but yeah, I forgot to hit record or set the phone up. But yeah, we're going to cut these on a bit of an angle there, and then we'll radius our edges. Same on that side, and same thing. So it'll pretty it up a little bit. But yeah, we bent out this plate a little bit, so it clears the cam bolt, while still giving us enough room to pull the thing out. And honestly, once that front area is cleaned up and it's welded, I'm really actually quite happy with how this valve cover turned out. I think it honestly looks a bit nicer than the other one, and It's a yes welder. So it's yes to everything. Drop it, yes. Doesn't matter. Use coupon code Keith if you ever buy a yes welder. As there's a $20 discount or some shit. But never mind. Yeah, no, I think it turned out a bit better. But you know, that was the first attempt. This was the second attempt, and I mean, that one took a lot longer to do than that one. I mean, at least half the time. So, learning, progressing, getting better. But yeah, tell me what you think. Which one do you prefer? And how you like in the engine bay? I think it does really transform it quite a bit. I mean, it'll look a bit nicer when it's sanded down and cleaned up, obviously. But yeah, it's kind of like a sea of aluminum on this. You'd almost think it's a fully aluminum motor, just aside from the block. But nevertheless, yeah, there it is. We'll weld them once the motor comes out, and we're getting closer and closer that time. Yeah, because we're going to start on electrical, I think. We might build a coolant overflow tank or try to find one off another car that'll fit. But aside from that, that's kind of it in the engine bay for now. You can kind of see, though, that we've gained some clearance on the valve cover, because it used to be right up there. And now we're sunken down. So we still got to build our dipstick, which is going to come out here. And then we still need to add our fill port. And we need to add a PCV kind of breather port, which is probably going to go on the top two corners, on the back of the motor, and then off to a catch can somewhere that'll breathe off to atmosphere, because we're running a map-based system. So it doesn't really, it's not crucial if I lose that crankcase volume of air. It'll still run all right. But yeah, comments, concerns, anything, put it down below and I'll get back to you. But aside from that, smell you guys later. Peace.